Joyce, 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 why you look so nervous?
The e-portfolio, I still know what that is and how to do it. It made me very nervous.
Me too. I haven't uploaded of them so far.
What are you guys talking about?
Joyce is complaining about the e-portfolio. Did you finish it?
I'm almost done.
What? Really?
Yeah, let me introduce the e-portfolio to you.
So, do you guys know what e-portfolio is? My name is Eva, and these are my teammates, Ting, Joyce, and Cindy. In short, portfolio means transport. Folio means documents and works. And E is the abbreviation of electronics. After a brief introduction, let us move on to the presentation.
Our presentation will be divided into 6 parts, including motivation, purpose, procedure, literature review, and methodology, and result conclusion.
As the first batch of students of 108 curriculum, we don't have previous examples and experience, and these lead to many problems that we feel confused about. So, we want to discuss in depth with this report.
To solve our problems, there are 3 purposes that we want to achieve. First of all, to discuss the differences from the old and 108 curriculum e-portfolio. Second, we also want to know students' opinions. And last, to understand how the e-portfolio affects us.
After talking about the purposes of the study, let us move on to the procedure and method. First, we determine our topic, and the second was to collect and organize the relay data we needed. Then, we could start to make the questionnaire. Finally, we will summarize the conclusion.
I would like to give you some background information and simply introduce about 108 curriculum. The purpose is to improve the efficiency of the old curriculum. The Ministry of Education mentioned that achieve every child's potential, nurture by nature, and lifelong learning is the vision of the 108 curriculum. The courses are based on the concept of spontaneity, so still hope that students will take initiative to learn and focus on reflection.
The e-portfolio wants to meet the 3 expectations: inspiring life potential, promoting career development, having best knowledge and citizens' responsibility. Independence, communication, and social participation are also focus concepts. Now, let us move on to another part. To discuss the differences from the old and new portfolio, take a look at this chart. First of all, quantities. The old ones are not limited, but for the 108 curriculum e-portfolio, every semester we have to upload for 13 files. Then, format. The old portfolio are not unified. However, the 108 curriculum e-portfolio should be unified and must be confirmed by teachers. And last, time. Before students prepare the documents after the GSAT in a rush. On the contrary, the 108 e-portfolio is uploaded regularly and prepared every semester. Next, I would like to turn to the disagreement with the e-portfolio. Although the Ministry of Education holds that we can learn in many different ways, but there are also many voices of opposition, and the increasing accuracy has imposed a greater burden on many teachers, and they wish to increase the number of teachers. The students also launched a voting activity to abolish it, and nearly 9,000 people support it.
However, they propose several reasons for objection. For example, students can handle the studying and doing the e-portfolio at the same time. In turn, it will be a pressure, and the university has not determined a clear selection method. If the future goal changing halfway, everything uploading within the 3 years in high school will be wasted. Also, the limitation also cause many problems, such as the file quality suffering.
So why students, teachers, and parents opposed to the e-portfolio? Take the recent news as an example. Nearly 10,000 high school students' learning process has been lost due to the human error.
Although the Ministry of Education has proposed several remedial measures, such as opening up file retransmission, where school may flexibly postpone the upload deadline.
However, many schools are worried that students do not leave backup data, which seriously affects students' rights. And many teachers are worried that the system will make mistakes in the future.
After looking at the past reports, let's move on to the result of questionnaire and discuss whether students want to abolish it or not. We sent out questionnaires to the senior students in Taichung and received 228 in total. Finally, we can summarize the study results.
First, we asked if the e-portfolio helped allow the students to understand or determine their future direction. The chart shows that most of students don't realize or are not sure whether doing e-portfolio helps them to determine their future direction. But there are also a small number of students who think the e-portfolio is helpful.
Then, we asked what is the advantage of the e-portfolio. Universities choose students not only based on the test scores, but also based on other ways such as e-portfolio. Universities can understand students more about their 3-year learning process. Next, by uploading regularly, it is more convenient for students to review their performance in previous years.
Third, what are the disadvantages of the e-portfolio? There are 3 points that students think e-portfolio is useless. If the future goals changes halfway, it will cause 3 years of results to be wasted. What's more, students can deal with schoolwork and e-portfolio in the same time, and each college doesn't set a clear selection method. Fourth, we uploaded file while the difficulties left fast. 70% of students think that there is not enough time to upload, and 65% of students think that there are too many restrictions and rules, and nearly half of students think that the system is complex. Finally, we asked a question about whether they want to abolish it or not. Over 60% of students hope to abolish it, and nearly 27% of them didn't have any suggestion, and only 10% support it.
Okay, in summary, our study has shown that there are still many unknown variables in the e-portfolio, and many details are constantly discussed. Moreover, students think that the disadvantage is outweigh the advantage. Although our final result of our questionnaire is that most students want to abolish it. It is already a confirmed policy so that students have no choice but to follow it. So, we hope that the government can cooperate with schools to create a more unified standard so that students can know more clearly about what to upload and how to present their learning process in an effective way.
What's more, we hope that our presentation will enable educators to understand the problem so that they can correct it.
Hey, Cindy, I think that really solves my confusion.
That's just what I'm thinking. Now I totally understand. Thanks a lot.
So, this is the end of our speech. Do you guys know more about e-portfolio? We hope that through this presentation, you can know more about it.
Thanks for your attention.